I'm Johnny, and this is the top 10 in comic books that should be turned into a movie. Number 10, Identity Crisis. Deadpool, Spider-Man, and the Hulk have been trapped in another dimension, and Deadpool made a new friend, Deathwish. He destroyed a death mask for destroying his friend Deathwish. And then, they need to protect this world Sorcerer Supreme from the Inferno Hulk. We get to see what happens if Bruce uses magic to cure himself instead of sight. Number 9, the Spider-Verse. All of the Spider-Man need to work together to stop a threat that's wiping out every Spider-Man in the universe. Not only do we get to see the return of Uncle Ben, but we also get to see another dimension where Peter Parker has a daughter. And since every Spider-Man is here, it has everything we like about Spider-Man here. Number 8, Blackest Night. Superheroes are big on the big screen. Zombies are popular in the big screen. And so why not make a movie about them? And besides, we not only get zombie superheroes and supervillains, we also get zombie lanterns. It is also the return of so many superheroes and supervillains. And the Justice League need to fight against the physical embodiment of death. It also turns out that the Green Lantern's oath is actually a prophecy. And the Black Lanterns get their power from everyone who has ever died. Now all of the Lantern Corps need to work together. Flash becomes a Blue Lantern, Wonder Woman becomes the Star Sapphire, the Atom becomes an Indigo Lantern, the Scarecrow finally becomes a member of the Yellow Lanterns, Lex Luthor finally becomes part of the Orange Lanterns, and Aquaman's wife becomes a part of the Red Lanterns. And they need to stop the physical embodiment of death from destroying the physical embodiment of life. Because if he does that, everything will die. So the physical embodiment of life created the White Lantern Corps in order to defeat Nekron. It brought back to life Black Hand, cutting off Nekron's connection into this world. And the entity of life gets its power from people enjoying life. And Deadman's not dead anymore because the physical embodiment of life brought him back to life. Number 6, Brightest Day. Deadman doesn't know how to enjoy his life because he was dead for so long. But after dying again, the White Lanterns brought him back to life again. And then he found out that he does want his second chance at life. Then the White Lanterns got him to assemble a team in order to stop a new threat. And it shows Deadman to be a new White Lantern. And it turns out Aquaman's wife was supposed to kill Aquaman because he was from another dimension. But then she changed her mind at the last second because she fell in love with Aquaman. And his sister came to finish the job, but then he managed to defeat his sister and prove that she really does love Aquaman. They turned the elements in order to defeat the Black Lantern Swamp Thing. Firestorm is the fire, and Martian Manhunter is the earth, and Aquaman is the water, and Hawkman and Hawkgirl are the wind. But then, they eat what's left of Swamp Thing, and he needs life force in order to bring him back to life. Then the White Lantern said, "Throw the boomerang at Dove. Throw it, Captain Boomerang." Hawk was supposed to catch the boomerang, but it went through his hand. Deadman went into the way of the boomerang. Because he enjoyed his life, he still needed as Deadman, and he wanted Dove to live. They turned what was left of Swamp Thing into a White Lantern, then he defeated the Black Lantern Swamp Thing. And all of the Lantern Corps have to defeat the first Green Lantern. Number 6, Batman Endgame. The Joker has turned the Justice League into Jokers. Batman managed to defeat them. But it would be a change of pace and much more interesting than him just fighting Superman. And if it's good on the comics, just think how good it can be on a movie. Batman is trying to get the special chemical that healed the Joker from cutting off his own face. Because the Joker has unleashed a virus that will turn everyone in Gotham into Jokers. And because no one can survive it, being insane as him, and they will all die unless Batman got the cure for them. And he did. Number 5, Batman Super Heavy. When he fought the Joker, the cape on him. But then he was bathed in a special chemical that healed the Joker and Batman. But also healed his mental pain, that means he doesn't remember being Batman. But he prepared for this and made a machine to bring him back in order to stop a villain in Gotham. Number 4, Justice League vs. the Suicide Squad. We get to see a lot of hero versus villain battles. Then the Justice League and the Suicide Squad need to work together to stop the first Suicide Squad that is being controlled by Maxwell Lords. After stealing an artifact from Bell Webs, he mind controls the Justice League in parts of the world. Then, and it turns out he was being mind controlled by another being. They managed to defeat him by using Killfront's eyes to magnify Superman's heat vision into sunlight. Number 3, Justice League Darkseid War. The Crime Syndicate is a Justice League from another dimension who is evil, and they need to work together with the Justice League to defeat the daughter of Darkseid, the Anti-Monitor, and the rebirth of Darkseid. We get to see the death of the Crime Syndicate. The Justice League turns into gods, and we get to see Batman use Green Lantern's ring. Number 2, World War Hulk. The Hulk is trying to get revenge on the people who shot him into space. He easily defeated the superhero The Thing from the Fantastic Four. He fought against the X-Men and Wolverine. The Hulk has basically beaten every heavy hitter in the Marvel Universe. When he fought the Sentry, it ended up in a tie. Before a VR top pick, here's a few honorable mentions. Number 1, DC vs. Marvel. There are two brothers that are the physical embodiment of everything in their universe. They wanted to find out who was special, so they got the best people from their universes to fight each other. We get to see Wolverine versus Lobo. We get to finally see who is stronger, Thanos or Darkseid, the god of Apocalypse versus the Mad Titan. A godlike supervillain versus a godlike supervillain. We also get to see amazing teammates like Superman and Hulk, the strongest of both universes working together. Hey, come on, what wouldn't be better for a movie idea? We also get to see both the X-Men and the Teen Titans work together to stop Darkseid and Magneto. Come on, I think it's safe to say both universes want a rematch and an updated version of this fight. It could be a peace treaty between Marvel and DC. Sure, they may be fighting each other, but it's also a team-up. Besides, they could work together on this. And they can end the match in a tie. We also get to see the Justice League and the Avengers team up to try to stop Darkseid and Thanos. Think of it, two of the greatest superhero teams of both of the universes versus the greatest villains of both of the universes. After the brothers found out that the heroes stopped fighting each other, they attacked each other. But after seeing Batman and Captain America's origin story, they found out that they were both already special, and that they shouldn't fight. Do you agree with that top 10 list?
No.
Please tell me what it is in my other top 10 list you would like me to do.